Hello everybody, my name is Giulia Galante. I will present you the food security pilot. And I'm going to be here with my colleague Maria Jose, which in case you have any question, we will be able to answer throughout the presentation. So please just feel free to stop us whenever you have a question. So, the food security pilot has been created by isardSAT. isardSAT is a Spanish company that is expert in satellite mission and processing algorithm since 2006. And in particular, our area of expertise is altimetry and data processing of level 1 data, and also mission calibration. And in fact, isardSAT is an expert support laboratory for the European Space Agency, and has been part of the consortium that has developed the Sentinel-6, contributed to the Sentinel-6 mission. So the reason why the food security pilot was created, it's mainly to address the problem of drought. As you can see, as you have seen recently, drought is becoming a very relevant problem around the world. And despite actually not drought, it's a natural process which it happened during the year. With the climate change, we are seeing that this problem is becoming much more intense, and it's affecting larger area and for longer period. And even areas that have never been affected by drought, now they're experiencing this problem. And if we take some number, the World Health Organization has estimated that about 55 million people are affected by drought every year. And also that by 2030, around 700 million people will be at risk of being displaced because of drought. And in particular, drought is very relevant for food security because, of course, it's affecting not only livestock, but also is affecting crops in a very important way. And also has been investigated, and one of recent discoveries have found out that drought is actually a very good indicator for other extreme events, for example, fire, but also locust invasion, and also it's a very good indicator for the capability of the soil to contain more water, which can actually lead or not to flood issues. So it's very important to understand drought and also the soil moisture, which is basically what is affecting the drought. And this is why we have been created this pilot. The pilot is built on top of the SnapEarth infrastructure, and I'm gonna show you a couple of services that we have developed on top of it. One is the soil moisture, the retrieval of data, and the other is the correlation of the fire weather index with land classes from Earth signature. So I'm gonna go first through the soil moisture. So here you can see the key feature of the product. So what we offer, it's information about soil moisture that is retrieved from satellite, in particular from SMOP and SMAP missions, combined with Sentinel-1, 2, and 3 data. And we offer a resolution of 1 kilometer globally, and with a temporal coverage from 2010 until today, with an update of every 2 or 3 days based, of course, on the satellite passes. This product is available throughout the year because it's independent from light and weather, so can provide consistent historical data, but also monitoring data, and also it's applicable anywhere in the world without the need of local calibration. And also we can provide information from the surface to the root zone at any level that it can be needed from the potential customer. And we offer both soil moisture and drought index. I'm going to show you a bit the difference in the next slide. And basically, one, it's an indicator of the wetness of the soil, while the other, the drought index, it's mainly helping to understand the difference of the soil moisture, the current soil moisture compared the average of the year. So of the year, or in the average soil moisture value that should be in this time of the year. So it's basically measuring the deviation from the standard, let's say. And I can show you better in this slide. As you can see, On the left, we have soil moisture, which is quite low level, so the soil is very dry. But if we compare it with the drought index, you can see actually that compared to, even if the soil looks dry, it's actually much more wet than what is normal in this time of the year. So this is just to show you an example of the two different products that we offer throughout our platform. And I'm gonna show you better on the demo later. I prepare a couple of examples where this service is already implemented. For example, FAO is using our soil moisture data to anticipate the locust outbreaks by 2 or 3 months, because soil moisture, as I was saying, it's a key indicator of some extreme event, which in this case it's the reproduction of locusts. So by monitoring soil moisture, FAO is able to actually prevent the invasion of this plague. And as you can see, it's extending for 30 countries and 16 million square kilometers. So it's really useful for large-scale application, and especially in agriculture. And another example is the use of this data, the soil moisture data, to issue irrigation recommendation in vineyard in Spain, where we actually provide information about the status of the soil, and we can actually suggest if could be if the level of the wetness of the soil is actually in the standard or not, and based on this they can decide to irrigate or not. This is done in collaboration with the Observatorio del Ebre in Spain, los observatorios de sequera terra alta. Okay, so as I was mentioning, as based on satellite data, the product is available everywhere globally, and the field of application, of course, the main relevant one, and also what the food security pilot is addressing the most, are agriculture and risk that can actually impact food security, for example, fire anticipation, plague prevention, but also it can be applied for crop yield insurance, forest management, monitoring of wetland, and also for hydrological modeling. As I was saying, it's a very good footprint of precipitation and the wetness of the soil that's actually derived from the different pattern of water surface. And now I will go a bit more into detail on the performance of the product, because of course there are open data available, which, for example, I put a couple of here to compare with our product. We have the ISA-CCI and ERA5 that offer soil moisture information of 25 kilometers. And in the last square, you can see our product. As you can see, this is all map from August 2018. And as you can see, they are not accurate and the resolution is very low, while our product is actually very capable to detect small changes in soil moisture, and also it's much more accurate in the identification of water basin. And I can actually show you better in this image. So as you can see on the left, this is the product that we offer. And on the right, one open data set from Copernicus based on Sentinel-1. And as you can see, on the left, you can clearly identify the Ebro River, the dry land, and also reservoir of water. While on the other side, for example, the dry land is not accurate at all, as here it's identifying that the soil moisture is very high. And here as well, it's not capable of identifying the exact location of reservoir and the river. So yeah, this is just an example to show you the increased the capabilities of the product. And here another graph, as I was mentioning before, showing that the product correlates very well with precipitation, which is the black line. And you can see how the wetness of the soil actually react to the change in precipitation by looking at the blue and the brown areas. So it's a drought index. The drought and soil moisture are very good index of the status of the soil, also to track precipitation, which is usually a quite difficult. It's quite difficult to have accurate data. So it's a very good proxy. A few more information about the validation. So the product is validated in several locations and especially in semi-arid region, including Australia, Spain, France, Sahel, the Sahel region, and Morocco, Mauritania, Algeria, and Mali. And it's based on 12 years of historical data to provide representative value of the drought, so to compare the average value. And has shown extremely good result in the Mediterranean area, even if the area is it's subjected to a high variability in precipitation between one year and the other. So we think that this product can actually provide very helpful information and help a lot in the anticipation of hazard and risk related to drought. Again, if you have if you want to know a bit more detail, here there are some papers, some scientific research that on which the product is based, and you will find them on the website as well. And I'm gonna show you quickly the platform. So let me stop sharing, and I will share another page. Okay. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay, so we have created this platform in order to facilitate the access to this data. So in the platform, you can see, first, you can explore a bit more in detail what it's the product about, what is the methodology used to generate it. As I mentioned, we can offer drought indices or soil moisture, and you will be able to access a sample data set directly here. Now my internet's a bit slow. Okay, so you can actually see the index here. You can navigate in the time here, and you can click and explore the data from sample data set. So you can actually verify if this can actually be interesting for you. This is information about soil drought index, and also we have soil moisture as well. So now it's a bit slow. Okay, and it's exactly the same. Okay, then you can find more information about the methodology used, the key features, and also some information about the potential use of the product. But we will be very happy to help you in finding the best product for your needs. And in fact, we have created this build your request possibility, where this will facilitate extremely the request for data. So you can decide if you want drought indices, soil moisture, just selecting here. If you need any complementary data, surface or root zone, and the start and the end date. We can provide different periodicity of the data, so they can be aggregated based on your need. We have prepared this, but if you have any other need, we can customize it for you. And if you write your name and email, we will be in touch. We will get in touch with you, so we can offer a personalized service. I understand what are your needs, and try to tailor better the product on your need. Okay, so this is the platform. I will leave the link in the chat, and I'm just gonna finish the presentation. Okay, and the second product I was mentioning before is the correlation of fire weather index with land cover classes. So what we have been doing with this product is we have used the fire weather index, the Canadian fire weather index, which is one of the most used fire index around the world, and is used to actually anticipate the fire risk from 1 to 10 days in advance. And we have been correlated with land classes that has been extracted from Earth signature. As you can see, this is an area in Austria, with the fire weather index, and you can see the land classes are in here as well with the same area. And looking at the historical data, we find out that actually the area that are more prone to fire risk are actually industrial commercial units compared to what we actually thought that could actually be more related to grassland or forest. So this is specific for this area, for this region, but of course, it's an example to show potential application of correlation of different type of indexes. And as you can see, the peaks are actually fire events that have been happening in the past years. And that's it. So if you have any question, please let me know. Otherwise, I will share the link in the chat. And if you have any question, you can always reach out. Thank you.